So we had to prep my uterus. So that involved like 2 weeks of shots. These shots were different. They were not as viscous, but they were not in the tummy. They were in my butt, just the butt cheek, obviously.
I gave you shots every day.
Yep, multiple times a day. I also had to take an oral medication.
Yep.
I also had to take 3 times a day a vaginal suppository, which is essentially just like a big...
Like a giant Tic Tac.
Giant Tic Tac, and I had to do that 3 times a day. It was very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And again, so shots multiple times a day in my butt, 3 vaginal suppositories, oral medication. It was just a lot, and that was for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. We decided to implant 2 embryos.
Yeah, we decided because we wanted to go for broke because we'd had so much bad luck before. 14 failed rounds of IUI. We even doubled up at one point. We were both trying.
Yep.
It didn't work, so we were just like,
let's go for it.
yeah.
And you wanted it anyway.
And I wanted it, and I'm super happy it worked out because I don't...
Can't imagine just one of them.
Yeah, and I also am... I don't really think I...
would want to be pregnant again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
That's another video.
Yep.
But we went for it. We got to see a picture of them, like of the embryos, and like that they were ready, which was pretty cool.
They walked in, they're like, "Do you want to see your kids?" And they handed us a photo of
just like 2
2 embryos.
They gave you some stuff to relax.
Yep, I got some Valium.
Yep.
It just made me sleepy afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
The procedure was very similar to like a PAP or an IUI. Yeah. They just use a speculum. You're awake. They open you up, but then the difference is that it's a little bit more
longer catheter. Yeah,
a longer catheter, and
then they really focus on placement.
Yeah, and they have like an
ultrasound. They're watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they apparently can see it shoot in. I kind of missed it. It was like a little flash.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean much to me.
Yeah.
But apparently it worked. And then we waited.
Yeah, those were the toughest days, weren't they?
And what they don't tell you is you're not actually done with the shots yet. You still have to take the shots and the medication.
Yeah.
But yeah, we waited for a while, and then we did a naughty thing.
We take a test one day before the blood test that we were supposed to wait for. They said, don't take a test on your own.
But we're like, we can't wait.
We took a walk in the cold, and we made snowmen.
Snow angels.
Snow angels. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, snow angels. And we talked about what do we need if it didn't work, and then what do we need if it did work, and like how do we want to handle those moments.
And we shouted out the kids' names at the time when we were doing snow angels. We were like, "This is for blank, and this is for blank."
Yeah. We didn't end up naming them that.
No, we didn't. And we were like, "We love you already." What was surprising was the line on the pregnancy test appeared so quickly, like immediately. Like if you'd taken a pregnancy test or a COVID test,
it says it should be 3 minutes.
Yeah, but like after you pee on it, like the viewing window washes over with like what looks like a liquid, and then as it washed over, the line appeared, which was so different from all of our other like hundreds of pregnancy test experiences, where we just like waited and waited and waited forever.
Yeah.
So like I took the test, and then you went to the bathroom, and then
I thought I had time to use the bathroom because I thought it didn't take a while,
and I was like, "Baby, look!"
and I was
still midstream.
And so I didn't really know what to do in that moment. But it was
very cute.
It was incredible. And then we rushed to the grocery store and bought fake champagne.
And strawberries, and we celebrated, and it was so cute. And then we had the blood test, and we confirmed. Later we found out it was twins, and we screamed in the ultrasound room.
And we scared the shit.
I think it genuinely scared the
nurse practitioner.
No,
I think it was a nurse practitioner.
Yeah.
They said, like, congratulations, you're having twins. And we're like, we were so excited.
And then we walked out to the reception desk, and then we screamed so loud, apparently they heard it, so they're like, "Is everything okay?"
And it was.
Yeah, it was. The shots, the suppositories, the medication, that continues on for like the first
8 weeks.
8 weeks of your pregnancy, and I'd already been doing it for 3, so it's like 3 months of just like shots every day in your butt. This one day, it hit like a blood vessel or something, and it totally like freaked out. And
it got like weird. It got hard.
My butt got hard and purple and swelled up, and we called the nurse line, and they're like, "We think you just had bad luck and hit like a really vascular spot." Yeah. And then it was fine, but that was really scary. I was like, I injected hormone into my artery, and I'm gonna have a stroke. Because, you know, I'm a doctor, and all of that is true. The day that we did the insemination, I thought it was cute, because then we went home and watched Baby Mama.
Oh, yeah.
I fell asleep.
Yeah, you fell asleep immediately. I watched Baby Mama.
But it was still cute.
It was very cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't know that we for sure had twins until the 6-week ultrasound, but we did, when we did the blood test, they were like, here are your HSG levels, and they were so high.
And the line on the pregnancy test showed up so fast, and all of this is like not
real science.
Yeah, but it's a bit of speculation and hope. But yeah, we thought
we maybe did have twins, and we were right. And they're the best. They're pretty amazing, and I just now I want to go snuggle them.
I know,
so.
we actually got to go pick them up because they're at Nana's house right now. Really quick, any advice for folks going through the IVF process?
Ask a lot of questions about post-procedure expectations, because they prep you a lot on the pre, but not as much on the post. At least that was our experience.
And I believe they do that. If I had to guess, it would be so you're not thinking ahead too much.
Yeah.
Because that can kind of get you in a really
weird headspace.
Hopeful space.
Yeah.
Like they don't even like congratulate people in the lobby because a lot of
people get negatives.
A lot of people get negatives, so they don't. Everyone's just doing their like private thing, and they try to make it all pretty neutral.
Yeah.
And also not to get you thinking ahead too much.
There are a lot of couples, single folks that are trying on their own that will get a positive, and then they'll have a miscarriage or something like that will happen. And so they try to really be careful about
temper expectations.
But understanding post-care was also like...
It would have been nice. Because I just wasn't expecting to do 8 more weeks of shots. You weren't expecting to have your recovery for harvesting be
as long as it was.
As long as intense as it was.
The other thing is, regardless if you're doing it with a partner or by yourself, make sure you have a good support system that you can lean on, because I think for both of us, there were times where that process was very taxing on our bodies. And just knowing that you have somebody that is taking care of you and is sharing a little bit of the load, and or is at least being empathetic to like the amount of needles going into your body.
Mm-hmm. Proactively sharing our needs and then delivering on those shared needs was really important too. Like I needed to know that like they loved me no matter what, and that I was enough no matter what, and that my body wasn't broken. Even though those were all things I knew in my heart deep down, it just felt really
good to hear.
It felt really good to hear, and so Ray told me that a lot, and that was really like needed and helpful.
Yeah. Well, you were a rock star.
Should we do our outro?
Yeah. Splish, splash, waterfall, give it a go. Love you.